And why am I making this video? Because I want you to access those great memories and remember how amazing you are, and remember all these amazing experiences you've had, and to use them to help lift your state, to help build your self-concept even further, to help remind yourself of the incredible things you've done, which you may have discounted. Good morning, everybody out there. This is Matt Tate. Quick walk along Surfers Paradise Beach. Air's a bit crisp, but it's warming up very quickly, so the jacket will be off any second. Today, I thought I'd do a quick video to introduce you to the idea of submodalities. So why do we care about submodalities? Well, it's all about the things you hear, the things you feel, the things you see, the things you think. There's also smell and there's taste. It is your modalities, which is your senses, right? There's feelings inside you from meanings, and then there's the sensations outside of you, things you touch. So what happens is our body takes all this information in and it stores it inside our mind, inside our body, and it stores it so that we can access it in the future. Now, what's great inside the field of NLP, which is neuro-linguistic programming for anyone who doesn't know, is that I use these submodalities to help us get to the feeling, get to the old memory, get to the old experience, and make it more useful. Helps us to clear out the memory, helps us to look at it differently, helps us to focus on things differently. So it's very useful in a range of different ways. So I want to give you an experience in this quick video to help you understand, because at the end of the day, it doesn't mean much unless you experience it. So here we go. So let's look at maybe an old memory is probably a good place to start, or maybe a new memory. Let's look at maybe things that happened, something that was a little bit more intense that happened last week or last month. Maybe you had a good time going to the movies, or maybe you enjoyed a walk on the beach like this, and you have this picture in your mind, or you have this memory in your mind, right? You've got this memory, right? So I'll use, I don't know, I'm going to use an old one, maybe, I don't know why, but when I did the Inca Trail in Machu Picchu in the year 2000, long time ago now, and in South America, in Peru, and I've got this very clear image of me walking up the hill in the Andes, doing the Inca Trail. Caminos los Incas, I think is the expression from memory in Espanol. And so we did the Inca Trail, and it was an amazing memory. So I've got this memory that's popped in from 24 years ago, but it's very clear in my mind. So that's my memory, right? So you pick your memory, and as you pick your memory, we're going to go into the feeling part of the emotions. So you've got the things you see, you've got the image in your mind, and it's got feelings in your body, and there's probably some sounds there might be, and there'll be some old thoughts. There might be smells, there might be tastes, but I'm just going to go with, actually, I'm just having memories right now pop up from smell and taste from eating at the table of Senora Huda, the lady who was my homestay. I was staying in accommodation, and it was a local house which was part of the Spanish school that I did. Aprendiendo Español, for those who speak Spanish, learning Spanish. And I remember sitting at her table, very clearly now, it's got an image in my mind, but I have the taste of banana, I have the taste and the smell of the banana, and then café con leche, which is coffee and milk. And I'm there at the circular table, like the image is like I was there yesterday. It was 24 years ago. I'm an old guy, you know, I'm getting old now. But 24 years ago, and I remember this very clearly, right? So what I'm doing is I'm accessing some of the submodalities, well, I'm accessing memories. So I've got this old memory, right? So just to make that clear. And this old memory, that what first came up was me walking up that hill. So I'm going to go with that picture of me walking up that hill, and I'm going to go with just the feeling part, which is called kinesthetic. In coaching, we would call that the K. What is the K? What is the kinesthetic? What are the feelings associated with this. And we're going to break down those feelings into how I'm storing it in the body. So here is some things about that. So as I go to that picture in my mind, okay, which is visual, but as I access that, it evokes feelings. And the feelings it evokes is, the first question I ask is, where do you feel it in the body? So go to your memory, and here's the question: where do you feel it in your body? And really access that old memory and understand where you're feeling it. And as I access my memory, I'll do mine. I'm closing my eyes, and I'm thinking of me walking up that hill, and I got a feeling in my stomach. Because remember, you have neurons, which are your brain matter, in your stomach, in your heart, and in your brain. And they talk to each other. But of course, the stomach doesn't have the power of language, and your heart doesn't have the power of language. They speak more in feelings. So there you are. I've got this feeling in my stomach. So that's the first question. Where is it in the body? The second question is, what is the shape of the feeling in your stomach? Oh, that's an interesting one. I don't know. Let me have a think. Settle in, access that feeling in your stomach whilst evoking the picture in your mind. And I've got the picture in my mind, me walking up the hill. I've got Senora Hood at the table, eating the food, feeling in my stomach. It's like a weird. I'm coming up with, it's like a eggplant. I think you call it aubergine in America. It's like a miniature eggplant. It's like a long, kind of tubular kind of fruit. That's the shape I'm getting in my stomach, but it's a smaller version, which is the next question, right? So I've got, what's the shape of it? What's the location? These are components of your feeling. The next one is, okay, you got the shape, you got the feeling. What's the size of it? And it's about this big. I don't know why I'm saying that, but it's my unconscious mind talking to me. The feeling's about this big. So you got this feeling, it's like this aubergine kind of shape, it's only about this big, and it's right in the center low part of my stomach. I'm accessing this feeling in me. Do that for yourself. So these are 3 submodalities, 3 components of your feelings. And then the next one might be, what's the vibration? Is the vibration of this feeling, is it high, low, or medium? What is it? Is it high, low, or medium? Mine's medium. It's medium vibration. So that's 4 I've got. I'm just pulling this out of my memory right now. The next one is, you've got vibration. What is the temperature? That's one I love always, because I'm kinesthetic. I have a component of kinesthetic in me. So I'm thinking, what is the temperature of the memory? It's a weird question, but what's the first answer that comes to your mind? It's got a temperature. Is it hot, warm, or cold? I got warm. Warm. That old memory is warm. Maybe because it's a warm feeling, or warm. And I like to go a bit more specific with that, and not just what is temperature. What is the specific temperature? I'm going to go in Celsius. If you're in America, you would go with Fahrenheit. But I got 25 degrees Celsius. It's just what my brain said. So listen to your brain. This is you connecting with your unconscious mind. Getting to know how you store the memories inside your body. Okay, so you got 25 degrees. That's 5. What's another one? Does it have any movement? That's an interesting one. Does it spin in any direction, or does it sort of rotate around? And with mine, interesting, as I asked that question, it just started rotating like this inside my stomach. So I've got this rotation like this, and the next part of that is, what's the duration? Like that rotation, how quickly does it go around? Well, I'm doing this, so it's like the feeling inside of me of that memory, sort of, it's like 1 second goes around. So it's like a duration. So that's about 6 or 7. I think there's a couple more off the top of my head. I'm trying to remember them now. Duration, vibration. Just trying to think, is there anyone else? There's 1 or 2 more, but they're not coming to me right now. But you get the idea. These are the components of the feeling inside of you. Now, what's amazing is, if we like the feeling that we're getting, if we want to access that feeling, if we want to change our emotional state, imagine taking that feeling. For me, it was an eggplant size this big, but what if I made it bigger? What if I doubled the size of it inside of me? I lifted up the vibration of it. I lifted up the temperature of it using my imagination, and notice what happens to your feelings. So I'm going to stop walking for a second. I'm going to access that feeling. I'm going to make it bigger. And straight away, it starts to change my state. It's like I'm in South America again, which was this incredible adventure for me when I was 26 years old. Incredible adventure. And it's bringing a smile to my face because I'm at the table of Senor Hudith. It's triggering off all those really interesting, specific memories because it was such a specific time in my life. And I'm raising the vibration. I got the feeling is really getting stronger. And the spin, I'm spinning faster in the same direction. And it's changing my state. I can feel it. So this is really powerful if you're doing any hypnosis work, you're doing any meditation work, you're doing anything that is changing your associations with this and bringing it closer to you. So this is just the kinesthetic part. We haven't done the pictures yet. We haven't done the sounds. We haven't done your thoughts. But what we can do is use these memories to change your state to start with, to remind yourself of amazing things that have happened in your life, because what's going on is you are deleting, you are distorting, and you are generalizing lots of your experience out of your world. And what this does is it re-accesses those incredible memories. So that is the beginning point of what we call submodalities. And why am I making this video? Because I want you to access those great memories and remember how amazing you are, and remember all these amazing experiences you've had, and to use them to help lift your state, to help build your self-concept even further, to help remind yourself of the incredible things you've done, which you may have discounted. Bring them back to the fore, remind your brain that you've had some incredible experiences, you have a lot to offer the world, and you will improve your life. Submodalities, an amazing area of the NLP suite of tools, and inside of that, they get plugged into so many different things, so many different elements. So when you understand how you store your experience, you can change your life. Your mental health will improve, you'll focus on the good things, you can help dissolve some of the old things using these. It is amazing. So submodalities, I hope that's helped you guys understand what the hell is a submodality. It's the components of how you stored your lived reality. This is Matt Tate, Walk and Road YouTube channel. As always, like and subscribe to the channel, and I'd love to hear your comments when you do this exercise for yourself and you're doing it and you're having that experience of learning how you stored your emotions. See you in the next video, guys. I hope this has helped.